Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sense of Humor podcast, where we talk anything pop culture or anything that interests us. I'm your host, Tyler, and my co host, Travis, or Phantom Voyager.
Hello.
So, welcome back. We are on episode 49, which is crazy, crazy. And yeah, I mean, honestly, we're halfway away from 100. And I'm trying to think if we'll make it to 100 this by the end of this year. Probably not, because there's 52 weeks in a year. I don't think we've quite done. Well, actually, yeah, no. In
Yeah.
like
Um.
3 weeks, we'll have done technically a year. I mean, we've missed a couple of episodes due to
Yeah.
circumstances, but other than that, yeah, no, we were pretty close. So. But yeah, welcome back. Welcome back, Travis. How you doing today?
Doing pretty good. Just got off of work. Feels nice to be home and in my PJs and ready for an awesome podcast.
Amen, brother. Dude, I'm literally just like I'm not even in my chair. Like I'm almost tempted to just like lie down as if I was looking up at the clouds right now cuz holy crap, it's today was bad. I don't think I've ever been so angry at that place before. But I'm here now, so we're good and bad days gone. Can't complain.
Yeah, bad days gone. It's in the past. There's nothing better to look forward to than just the future.
Amen. Actually, hang on. I need to make sure I did something real quick. Okay, yeah, so your audio's included, right?
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
Okay, just making sure. Because I was like, did I forget to, like, click that tab? But no, it's good. We're good. But yeah, no, so episode 49, any small talk? Like, you got any news, any exciting things that are coming up? Or maybe some, pop culture news?
Um, Not really pop culture, I guess. I've just been like at work. Work's going really well. But that's besides the
That's
point.
good.
Yeah.
No, that's good to hear, man. Like, here's the thing: is yes, we are hosts of a podcast for pop culture, but I think people deserve to know us personally as well, especially if you got something going well for us. Like, I mean, if they love us as hosts, I feel like they'll love to hear what you have to say. So, like, feel free to spill, man. Like, if you're enjoying life, I bet people want to hear about it. I want to hear about it because I want to know my friends doing okay. So,
Yeah.
because like we don't get to see each other all the time. I don't always get Fridays off like you do, so we don't always get to stream together. Maybe one of us is super exhausted, so we can't like stay up to play with one another. Like that was me like the past few days. I didn't want to stream. I didn't want to, game or hang out or talk. I just wanted to go to bed and, you know, get the rest I needed.
Just get energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, and I think that's why us doing it at the end of the week is probably the best way we could do it. So, yeah, no, but I don't know. Spill the beans if you want, like, because
Okay.
yeah, no need to say besides the point. Because again, you are a person,
I am
you
indeed
are
a
a
person.
host, but you are a human being with human feelings. So
Okay.
feel free
Well,
to express that.
I will go into the kitchen and spill my beans all over the floor. Um,
Okay, well,
we can only try. So yeah, I was. This is two things. I'm gonna start with one and go to the next one. One, well, it's been a 2-year anniversary with me and my fiance. Um,
nice.
so we're gonna this Sunday we're gonna go to Buffalo Wild Wings, eat some dinner, and
Hell
probably
yeah.
just come home and watch a movie or something. But
Hey man, honestly, if I was in a relationship, I probably want to keep it like that too. Cause I'm very, how do I put this? Like, I almost want to say vanilla, but that sounds wrong. So I'm just gonna say I'm very just nonchalant. Like I like the simple things in life, so I definitely
Simplistic.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So it's just like, you know, I appreciate the moments rather than like the place we might be at or whatever. Like, sure, it can make the moment sometimes, but I feel like just being there with a partner in general just makes the moment. So,
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, sometimes we'll just like go for a drive and just like hang out and just chill or whatever in a park, or sometimes we'll take the dog on a walk and enjoy moments like that more than most. Um,
hey man, again, like
but
I respect it, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. I respect it.
you respect. Thank you. I appreciate your respect. But what I was gonna say originally earlier was I've been listening to like a podcast at work where they talk a lot about like Marvel movies, or like they'll talk about like newer Marvel movies and then talk about like how comic book accurate it is, and if it is, they'll talk about like they'll literally go back in depth with comics. Like they talked about what was it? The types, how many types of serpents there are in Marvel, like the different type of serpents and people type of people that are like lizard or like lizards, or different types of like snake people and stuff like that. But anyways, like it's just it's a cool podcast to listen to. Like I know I'm not cheating on us, dude. I'm not cheating. Gosh.
No, actually,
No,
I
but
was just
like
about to say, like, as a fellow podcast, if anything, I'd say like shout them out if you remember the name, and because I've also been listening to podcasts for not necessarily inspiration, but to have that energy to come in and be like, yeah, we got a podcast too. Like, let's have our own version of fun with it, you know, like
they,
and
I can find them real quick.
yeah, because I mean, I don't
There's
know,
the
I almost want to do multiple podcasts at some point, like, you know what I mean, like, because like there's always different dynamics when talking to people, but also just like different topics and categories of topics you could do. It's just like it's so much fun. Like I had technically he's my brother's friend, but he said he was on multiple podcasts and he said he loved being able to just go on for an hour talking about like different things. Like maybe one podcast was specifically about music or another was just about like whatever. Like obviously me and you were kind of in the variety. Like we kind of talk about whatever we come with to the table. Like I remember one of my favorites that you brought up was the Dream Jobs episode that you came up with, and I really
mm,
liked that one. But yeah, no. So, yeah. Anyway, you can
okay.
tell us about the podcast.
So there's two. They're both like Marvel related, but the one of them is called Marvel Cinematic Universe Podcast. I listen to them quite a bit at work, and I mean they're both Marvel. So the other one is the official Marvel podcast.
So,
The
are they actually like licensed by Marvel and like Disney and all that? Then.
um one, I don't think it is. Maybe not. I don't think it really is because it's
Hmm.
just like two people that talk about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and like they just talk about like newer movies, newer things or whatever. But then the second one has like actual actors from certain movies that come onto their podcast and talk to them about it and stuff. And I really enjoy it when like the actual actor themselves, like they had, for example, the new Spider-Man from the Homecoming TV show. They had him come onto the podcast.
Oh yeah, the Friendly Neighborhood
Yeah,
Spider-Man
yeah, yeah,
TV
yeah.
show. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
no,
had that
I
dude come
really
back.
liked
I
how
thought it
he
was cool.
voiced Peter. So yeah, he did a really good job, and I really liked that show.
So I think
Yeah, no,
like
that.
you should listen to it if you're interested in it. You probably would really like it. But also,
Yeah.
the only downside is whenever I clicked on it, like on this on both of them, just to hit like play and it shuffled randomly. It played from the newest episode that they had, and they spoiled Fantastic Four for me. They spoiled
Uh,
Superman for me, and I'm just like, oh
wait.
no,
Are
because
you sure? Are
yes,
you sure it's just a Marvel podcast if
well,
they were talking about
because
Superman?
there's one up here. It's called Comics from the Multiverse DC podcast. So like I do both. I listen to three different ones because I'm indecisive and I can't
Oh, okay.
pick.
I was gonna say. I thought you said there was only two, and it was the Marvel ones. And I was like, why would
Yeah,
Marvel? Because
I mean,
that's
there's
their
only two
competitor.
Marvel. There's only two Marvel ones, but there's one DC one that I listen to.
Yeah, I see. I'm the opposite. I kind of stray away from like what we typically talk about. Like I like to learn about newer, different things in case it's a topic that I myself want to bring to our podcast. But I listen to a podcast, and it's like I think it was number one podcast at some point because of who it's hosted by. For those of you who are fans of Markiplier,
Ooh,
Bob, and Wade, his two friends, all do a podcast called Distractable,
I love
and
them.
it's almost like a game show podcast where they like so two of them compete, and then the host of that week gives them points, and then whoever has the most points they choose gets to be the next host for next week. That's kind of my where I got the idea for us to alternate like who hosts, like
Mhm.
so like one week it's you, one week it's me, one week it's you, one week it's me. So like obviously it's not a competition because A, it's only two of us, and B, like I didn't want to copy them. Um,
Too much.
and that and
Yeah.
that I was just saying, I think that's another thing is I don't want to um copy the
Like
like
take their
the
ideas and stuff
yeah, I
like
was gonna
that.
say take their topics or anything. I think one that I think I only got influenced from them was because I listened to that episode like that week, and I was like, "Oh, that would actually be a fun topic to discuss." It was the dreams and nightmares episode that I did.
Oh yeah, I
I think
remember
I
that one.
got inspired by one of their episodes, so I was like, like I mean, it's pretty vague, but like I can admit that I got that idea from them. Um, but yeah, no, it was it's a really funny podcast. I think that's the most important thing is like they're very funny most of the time, but then there are other times where they get in like serious deep discussion, and it's just so intriguing to like see two different sides of them, like cuz me growing up I mostly see the funny side of them, but then like as I've like listened to this podcast I get to see another like side of them that just like is you know as intriguing as them being funny. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I get
so if
that.
you guys want to go listen to it, it's again called Distractable.
It's
If
very funny too
I'd
sometimes,
be
and I love it. Sorry, I don't mean to cut
yeah,
you off, but
and I mean yeah, and I was gonna say like I think us calling ourselves Sense of Humor podcast, I feel like you know I think it comes from us like having again that dynamic from like us gaming and whatnot. Like we're pretty humorous, and if not like I'm pretty. I can admit I'm less funny than you are because I'm very like focused on my game sometimes, and I'm like, oh, I don't have time to crack a joke. But you always keep it very lighthearted, and that's what I appreciate is you can play the game while keeping it like fun. Whereas
it's
I'm just like very stale, and I'm like, oh yeah, let's play the game, let's win the game or whatever. Like I don't care if we win, but it's just
yeah,
like because that's the concept of the game. That's what I'll like, go
strives.
towards.
Yeah, like Beer 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think like I appreciate you saying that, but like I just feel like it's mostly because I have really bad ADHD. I mean, really bad ADHD, and it's really hard because it's like at my work, the things I would love to say are the things I can't say. So I just bottle everything up inside until I come home, or I'm really good at it. I'll do it on my drive. This makes me sound like I'm such a mean person. Listen, people, I'm really not. I'm a really nice person, okay? But like I'd just be driving and my ADHD, and I think I have not tics, Tourette's. I really don't think I do, but like there's a possibility because I'll be driving down the freeway, right? Close your eyes, envision, right? Driving down the
Uh-huh.
road, cruising, listening to, some Linkin Park on the stereo, jamming out completely. And then out of nowhere, no matter the car did next to me to my left, did nothing wrong. I turn and I look at him and I'll just scream whatever the hell's on top of my head. I mean, no, no borderline, no nothing. Even if the window's down and I'm at a red light, no filter. This is a true story. I don't know what came over me. I'm listening to Linkin Park on my stereo. I'm at a red light. My window's down, their window's cracked, and I didn't know it. And I turned and looked at them and I went, bitch. And
What
and
the?
then I turned back forward and I stared looking forward out my window. And they went, excuse me? And I went, oh, and I rolled up my window. So, anyways,
Interesting.
story time over. I just wanted to get that off my chest.
Just like unbeknownst to you, you accidentally insulted someone.
Yes. Like I don't actually mean to do it. It just happens and sometimes I feel bad about it.
No, I mean, again, like if you actually did, I mean, it's understandable because it's not something you can control. But um, yeah, no, definitely. Like again, I'm not gonna diagnose you either because I don't know if that is or not. But um, yeah, I mean, we've been
Sorry.
15 minutes in, and no, you're good. Like,
It's
I'm
pretty
glad we can
wild.
have like a large portion of it like be small talk because then that kind of warms me up and is like, okay, now I'm ready to get to the actual topic. Now, this one's a little related to like some past ones that we've done, but not really.
Okay.
Um, it's kind of related to actually one of your more recent ones, and it's what Disney should do. And for people who
Mm.
probably don't know, like, what I'm actually talking about, Travis did an episode where we were talking about remakes, and Disney was kind of the center of that because, let's face it, they're the biggest remake people of all time, and, well, let's be honest, it's gotten old. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't mind some remakes. Like, some remakes, they kind of tapped it on the head and were like, okay, we did it. Like,
Yeah.
you nailed it. But
Some is just like, please don't. Like, why'd you do
well,
that?
and I don't know. Maybe this is hypocritical of me because I don't know where my ideas kind of fall under. But essentially, I'm gonna say is what about sequels? Are sequels? They're not necessarily remakes, but they're a continuation of what they've already done. So is that just as big of a cop out as like as a remake? They're just milking it, but if they do it well, is it that bad? Because, like, I mean, you could say the same about Marvel. Like, I bet you some people argue, oh, Marvel should have ended after Endgame. And sure, like, I know some people probably feel that way, but at the same time, like, they can tell more stories because it's based off of comics and whatnot. And I mean, a lot of people argue like, well, a lot of mangas eventually end too. Like there's a lot of stories that do eventually end. Like Naruto is a big example. Like the first half, like I mean, sure you got Boruto, keeping that separate though, and
Yeah.
not just because I dislike it, but because it's a second part to a story with a different character in the same universe. It's like a spin-off more so um
Then
than
a
an actual
remake.
continuation, yeah. And I
Yeah.
mean, you could call it a continuation because like Naruto is in it and everything, but I don't know. Anyway, but why I came up with this topic is I've been drawing a lot recently, and I made a new character, and I actually based it off of a Disney character that I'm very fond of. Um, like I didn't take the whole thing, but like I made this character's suit a lot similar to a character I grew up with and loving a lot. So, and if I post it, people will probably immediately spot what I'm talking about. And I won't say it yet, just in case I want to like have a surprise post on my Instagram or maybe even TikTok. But
Okay.
um, anyway, so why that's kind of why I came up with it, is because I was like kind of playing around with. Like I was even playing around with some Marvel stuff too. I've been redrawing um, like Marvel character suits, like to make them more comic book accurate, because I thought that would be kind of fun to do. Again, maybe I'll post them at some point, maybe not. But that's just kind of what I've been doing. So, but my first, to kind of give you an idea on what I'm thinking,
Yeah.
is if instead of a remake, a continuation or a spin off that could be really good. Um, and that is The Incredibles. The Incredibles is probably one of my favorite, if not favorite, Disney like original story and idea. They could totally do something where they make their own superhero cinematic universe. Like I know they have Marvel, I know they have Star Wars, I know they got a lot of big properties where they don't need to do that, but go back to like Disney originality formula. Like I feel like Disney is more so like if anything's going to be continued, it's going to be Mickey Mouse. But Incredibles was just such an awesome like I love both films. I know the second film didn't get as much love as the first, but I love them both, and since then I've been like let's get a TV series with young Mr. Incredible, young Elastigirl, and young Frozone, and have it be their origin stories, like how they met Edna, how they got their super suits, how they got their powers, how they discovered their powers, and like how they kind of grew into the heroes that we see them as in like the movies and stuff. So like an origin story TV show, I wouldn't even mind like a movie trilogy or just a single movie either. But I feel like a TV series you could do a lot more, and also that just adds to the first two films. And then obviously I
Okay.
want an Incredibles 3 as well. So,
I mean, I love The Incredibles. I
hmm.
absolutely do. I don't want them to take as long as they did making the third one as they did for this just the second one.
That is one thing I will say about The Incredibles. They took way too long to do that,
Such a
as if it
huge
was a
dramatic
last
change.
resort. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like I feel like they were running out of ideas, or a lot of the stuff that they already had was failing, so they're like, "Okay, what do we need to do next?" And the same could be said about like Zootopia. Like I can't believe I'm saying this out loud, but Zootopia was, has it been 10 years?
There's no
Cuz
way. Really?
it came out in
Cause
2016, and next year it's going to be 2026. So it took
so
them 9
yeah.
years to make the sequel to like again another one of their greatest like originals. Like I don't know, like why does it take them that long to realize, "Oh, people loved this. We should do it again." Like I mean, obviously don't pump them out like you do with Toy Story, like cuz I
Oh yeah,
that's where I'm going to put
no.
my foot down. Toy
Yeah.
Story should have ended at Toy Story 3.
Two. Oh, I was gonna just do two or three. I wouldn't go any further.
Well,
I just
for 3, for me it was a good way to like help Woody move on, because like his main objective was Andy, obviously. Like the first one, it showed that like Andy was his responsibility, and that kind of became his whole thing, is like Andy is
Andy needs
his
me.
owner. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But he was super egotistical about it and super jealous of Buzz. And then the second one does the opposite, where he's like, "Oh, maybe I have a greater calling than being like Andy's toy." And that was like him going to possibly be in the museum and everything. And then that changed, and then the third one was all about Andy. Like he's like, okay, I'm Andy's toy. It is my responsibility to see him get through life and everything. And that's where I liked, like, I don't know if you've seen any like Disney theories on it, but a lot of people were saying like maybe like because we don't see Andy's dad, so a lot of us assume that he's
Hmm.
passed away. So a lot
Yeah.
of people were saying maybe Andy's dad was in like the soul of Andy's dad is in Woody, and that's why he like wants to see him grow up so bad is because he sees that like him as a son, like because I that's kind of what I gathered from Woody. Woody kind of has that parent like feeling, but almost like a pet in a weird way too, because like he's a toy, like he's an
Well,
inanimate object, but at the same time he's living. So I don't know, like
here's
there was that
another
interesting
theory.
theory.
This is just my random, probably pulling out of the sky theory here.
Mm.
Remember how in the first one how we saw his dog?
Like at the very end, yeah.
It wasn't his dog like super old, right?
Well, that
From
was in the
my
third one.
oh, okay, never mind then. I was gonna say maybe it's like his dog died and it's like his spirit taking watching over Andy. I don't know. Something stupid, but it was
I
just a
mean, a
theory.
lot of people has said that about like Slinky, like each character represents a different person in Andy's life that may have like passed on. So yeah, like maybe Slinky was an old dog of his, and then like you were saying, like it could be pets, like it could
I
be
mean,
family members.
Wheezy could be like a grandparent.
Yeah, like he could have been a grandpa or a grandma or something. Like it's just like we don't know until we. I don't know. I like that theory, but again, like even the next one, I'm just like I'm not looking forward to it. What I was looking forward to was the spin-off of like the Lightyear film, but
Oh, that was a
because
good
it didn't,
show.
yeah, and but because it didn't do good at the box office, they're like, nope, not doing that anymore. It's like, oh come on, you set them up to
So
do a
well.
sequel. Like I don't know, like there's just a lot of like back and forths at Disney. Like it's not about telling the story anymore. It's about making money.
Yeah,
And
and that's
sure,
what I
make
hate.
money so you can make more, but at the same time like they're afraid to take risks, or at least that's how I feel. Cuz yeah, some of their original projects don't look that appealing to me. Like there was that new one called Hoppers and I was like
Hoppers.
I yeah, you'll have to watch the trailer. It looks weird. But what did look interesting to me was a sequel, which again, I don't know if that makes me a hypocrite because, again, I don't want Disney milking the crap out of a franchise, but also I don't want them giving up on a franchise so much that, like, it's not about telling the story, it's just about making money. Like, will we get a Wreck It Ralph 3? Who knows? Wreck It Ralph
That'd
2
be
kind of
cool.
ended it with, like, Wreck It Ralph not, like, giving up his friend, basically. Um, and then Zootopia 2. That was the one that intrigued me. I was like, "Oh yes, finally a sequel to like the movie that I really enjoyed like in or middle school at that point." Um and then yeah, again, The Incredibles 2, that was a good like down memory lane. I like so originally I did think and I think that was just like recency bias where like I had watched Incredibles 2. I was like, "Oh my gosh, that was better than the first one." But that's just because I didn't like the undertone in the first movie of like Bob having an affair with Mirage. I didn't like that
Mm-mm.
like slight undertone. Like obviously it wasn't true. He wasn't cheating on um
Not his
his
wife.
wife. Yeah, he wasn't cheating on
It
Elastigirl.
just gave the impression that he could, but he was not going to.
Yeah, and the only thing he was cheating on her was, if anything, his own ego, because he was being fueled by the fact, like, yes, I get to be a superhero again, but I also get paid for it. So, like, and I understand that, like, he's getting a career that he's always wanted, and that he's enjoyed, like, that he did enjoy in his youth. So, like, and that I think that's the thing about, like, um, that I liked about Mr. Incredible is he had to kind of learn to, and maybe he's still learning this because even in the second film, it kind of felt like he had that urge of like, like being in the past, like that was his best life. I think the first one kind of subtly like showed that he grew up a little bit and was like, "Oh, well, I need to be in the now as Mr. Incredible, not past Mr. Incredible where it's all about me. I now have a family, I have a wife." Like that was just kind of the growth he had over the first film. And then the second film, it felt like he kind of went back to like, oh yeah, I'm in the past. But at the same time, like he was super proud of like Jack having powers and that he got to see his kids as superheroes, and then superheroes became legal again. And honestly, when I was like when they first announced Incredibles 2, I was like, "Oh, it should go like far in the future where like Dash and Violet are older, like Violet's married and Dash is kind of becoming his own hero like his dad, and then his dad's got to slowly retire because he's getting up there in age. Same with the mom, like Elastigirl." So, I don't know, like maybe we'll see that in a possible third one, but also like I don't know. Again, I don't know what Disney is planning, but that's the direction I feel they should go. But enough about like my ideas. Like, what is something you want to see from Disney? Do you want to see more original stuff? Are there
Um,
remakes that you'll consider, or is there sequels you want to see? Like, what's your kind of take on that?
I okay. So I would want. I know they've done it before in the past. Um, but I need to clarify one thing. Is Jungle Book that's Disney, or is that Disney, or is that that's
You know,
That's
it's Disney.
that's Disney. Okay.
Well,
Okay.
so
So
the
it's,
original Jungle Book fairy tale isn't Disney, but like, many people have done it. Like there was that Netflix original that did the Mowgli movie, but yeah, same thing.
okay. So they did the original Jungle or Mog was it? No, yeah, the original Jungle Book movie in
Mhm.
live action. I really liked that. But that would be cool to see them like do another live
Do a
action, but
sequel.
with him older. I would like that more. Um,
Yeah.
I know it's not story related like to the original, but like I think it would be cool to see him like a little bit older, or because like it would be cool to see that. And then two would be Tarzan.
Mm.
Tarzan has always been a huge favorite of mine growing up as a kid. I mean, I'd climb everything. My mom has a photo of me eating a banana with my foot on my brother's birthday. Um, but no, I think it would be cool to do like another Tarzan because like the whole like even in the cartoon or animated series, Tarzan like met I forgot her name, but he met the
Jane?
girl Jane. He met Jane, and like I don't know if if they like try to teach him how to be human or not. I think they did. And am I okay? So I said it was my favorite movie, but I'm over here blanking on so many parts of it. Um,
I mean, at the end of the first Tarzan movie, because I remember Tarzan 2 was a prequel, like it was when he was younger. But the
yeah.
first one was when yeah, so like Jane and Clayton and Jane's dad and all them were like just searching for apes. Clayton secretly wanted to sell them off or whatever, make money off of it. But anyway, so the end of Tarzan ends with him teaching Jane to live in the forest, like to live in the jungle with him. And then that's kind of what happens. Like I'm assuming they got married. I don't think they ever talk about having kids or not. Like again, I didn't watch any of the spin-offs. Like I know there was a Tarzan and Jane movie or show or whatever. Never watched it. I only ever watched Tarzan 1 and 2, so that's where I'm getting my knowledge from.
Because like they had, I think they did do a live action Tarzan movie, but he was way older, and it seemed interesting, but like it just didn't feel like
I think I know what
Tarzan.
one you're talking about, and
Because
that's
it's
not the
like
one made by Disney. Because I
no,
don't think Disney's done a live action Tarzan.
no, like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm saying, like there is a version of Tarzan out there, but it's not a Disney. And if Disney did do one where it was like him older, like further in the future, like him teaching his kid how to swing through the jungle or something, I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, no, I could definitely see that. Like, maybe it could be like called Son of Tarzan or Daughter of Tarzan, and then it like, yeah, it shows her or him like either way, maybe like kids of Tarzan, and they're just like absolute jungle badasses. I would not mind that. That sounds interesting. So either a sequel or remake, or maybe it could be a live action film, but it's a continuation of the animated film. Like I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind something like that. That would be interesting, and I like that idea. So you're more so. Does that kind of put you with both sequel and remake, or just sequel?
I'm okay with both if they do it right and don't overdo it. There's one sequel that I do not ever want to see as a live or one show or movie. I don't ever want to see. Okay, so ranting time. Atlantis.
Ah,
Fantastic movie. Fantastic. Love it. They came out with the second one. Absolute dog water. It was stupid. I didn't
you didn't like the
like it.
second one? See,
No, I
I
thought it
I
was
didn't grow up
stupid.
with either of those, so I don't know if they're good or not. Like, or what I would feel about them, I guess. But so you don't, so you like the first one, and then you feel like they failed with the second one. Because I feel
Yes.
like that's kind of popular with Disney. Is like anytime they've made a sequel, it rarely landed for them. Like, I think in the case of Pixar, they did really well. Like they had, Toy Story 1 through 3, all pretty solid in my opinion. And then uh Cars, I never really liked Cars, but I think it's highly liked by everyone. 2 went in a weird direction in my
It
opinion,
did.
and then 3 kind of went back to the whole racing thing.
I feel like it could
Um
have ended at one, honestly. Like I love
yeah,
cars, but like one, like you don't really need more than one movie about a talking car.
Yeah, and there are some singles that I think need to stay singles, like Up. Up's a good one, but
Yep.
should stay a solo film. Or Bolt. I really loved the Bolt
Oh, that
movie.
was so good.
Should have stayed, or it did. It stayed single. Ratatouille. Like all these are like really good ones. Same with like Wall-E and stuff, because it's like if you
Oh,
do a
Flushed Away.
sequel,
Oh no, is that
that
DreamWorks?
was DreamWorks, yeah, but
Uh,
still, I agree, solid movie. Like so, and I mean, like again, this could kind of go into like your topic again, like our remakes bad or whatever. Um, I would say, like you said, if they can do it right, and I think one of the ones because I talked about this in the last time we talked about remakes, and I think I've talked about it multiple times, but a live action Treasure Planet. Like I think that's the only remake live action that I feel like could really work because Treasure Planet didn't get the love it deserved till like much later on in its life.
mm-hmm.
And then they never ended up doing a sequel because it didn't make enough money because they didn't do enough promoting of it. And that was on them. That was their fault. Like they thought it
Yep.
was going to fail and I was like, "Bro, how could you think that is a failure?" Like that is like next to The Incredibles, I think yeah, Treasure Planet is just up there, bro. Like it's such a good movie. Like
It
so
really is.
fun. And like the best part is they could totally like build off of that. Like obviously it's made like or based around like that one book, the Treasure Island book, but they
Mm-hmm.
put a sci-fi twist on it that is just so good. And then obviously, I think what would be kind of a cool thing is maybe introduce a galactic war, almost like Star Wars. So, like, maybe Jim could pull a Star Wars kind of character, or maybe they could do something like Star Trek, where he's an explorer. He could be like a galactic version of Indiana Jones. Like, there's so many things they could do for like after they did another version of it, like if they did a remake, because I don't think they'll do a sequel to the first one, unfortunately. But
No.
if they did a remake, they could play around with that universe. Like it could be super cool, super cool. Um, and then obviously there's another sequel that took way too long to come out. Took them 15, 16 years. Tron for Tron Legacy came out back in 2010. It is now 2025, and I almost want to say 2026, but 2025, and now Tron Ares is coming out.
Wait,
So
Tron Legacy come out? That came out what, 11, right?
no, well,
No?
2010, and then
10.
the original was like 1980 something.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, like they, I mean, obviously, yeah, it took them way too long to do a Tron Legacy film, obviously. But like, I think my problem with the Tron, like, and it's not a big problem, but like the Tron franchise, they call it Tron. He's like the least important character except in the first one. Like maybe they'll change that in Ares,
I hope so.
like maybe Ares is secretly Tron. That would be kind of a cool twist. Or maybe the key to beating this new threat is Tron. Like they need to bring back Tron, and he'll be back in his badass Rinsler suit with like the really slick helmet and like the small detailed lights and everything. Like they could
Yeah.
totally do that. But
Um,
I don't know. Like I mean,
like at the
obvious.
end of that one, he didn't like at the end of Legacy, didn't he like Tron like sacrifice himself, I guess, in a way, and like he like
Yeah, he.
it showed him falling all the way down, and he went from orange to blue, but he didn't die. He didn't turn into a pixel. He just like sunk, I guess, or drifted downward. Like he didn't like die. So
Yeah, no,
like
and
I don't think
that's a
he's
good point
dead,
too.
you know?
Yeah.
Like I think went from like he broke free from the curse that he had or was like the virus he had or whatever from Clue, and
Hmm.
like now he's like a free spirit, so now he's blue and he can do what he wants again. And I think we're gonna see maybe something like maybe further like an hour and a half into the new movie is like he's gonna like pop up like to help someone out or whatever, you know?
Yeah, and I think that would be a fun little nod. Like I want to see Sam and Cora too, like cuz like I feel like they're totally pulling an Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire where they're like I'm not in the movie, like I'm not in the movie. But then at the end of the day, they're like you said, like it'll be an hour and a half into the film like No Way Home where like they just like nearing the end, they come in to save the day. Like all hope is lost. They're there. They finish the fight with the new character Ares. And like my hope is because it seems like Ares is like a living program almost, and I feel like the twist is he's going to be an ISO, so he's not a human made program, but he's like a living species inside of a computer like the ISOs were, like Cora, like where she had an actual personality and like feelings and emotions.
Yeah.
So if they have something like that, that would be very interesting. Like cuz I don't know, like I would love to see Ares go from red to blue. That would be kind of cool to see, or maybe like even a new twist color. Maybe he'll go from like red to green or red to purple or something, and like it just shows that he goes from like evil corporate super soldier to like maybe again the next Tron. Like, and I mean that kind of goes to the show Tron Uprising, which I think I've talked to you about before.
Hmm.
But yeah, basically in that show, the main character Beck becomes a vigilante because his friend is killed by Clue's followers, and he wears Tron's symbols, like kind of like almost if
Oh.
like Terry McGinnis in Batman Beyond. He's basically that. Like he's Terry McGinnis and Tron is Bruce Wayne. Like, and
Mm.
then
Okay.
Tron comes across him disguised as Rinsler, and he like captures him and he's like, "What are you doing? Like Clue's too powerful for you. Tron's dead." Cuz that's what everyone thinks. Everyone thinks Tron is currently dead. And then he's like Tron's a symbol. Like I can be that symbol or whatever.
Hmm.
And he's like, "I don't believe Tron's dead." And then he reveals to him, "Yeah, you're right, kid. I'm not dead." And that plays off of the scene in Tron Legacy where it shows Clue killing Tron, like where he like stabs him after he saves Flynn.
Yeah.
Um, so that's the continuation there. It's in between that past scene and Legacy. So it's like before Legacy, but yeah, anyway, so and then that does kind of bring up a like canon weird, like a weird what's the way to put it? Like it would have been weird canonically to have two Trons because like I mean obviously Beck isn't Tron, but he wears
The
the
Tron
symbol of
logos.
Tron.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wears it to play the part of Tron until Tron can get better, because that's the twist we learn about in
So
Tron
he's like a
Uprising
decoy
is well,
in
so
a
in
in a
Tron
way.
Uprising it shows that he's all scarred from Clue, like he was like tortured basically by Clue, and he
Mm.
was going to be turned evil and everything. But then one of the bad guy programs has a change of heart, saves him, and sacrifices himself to bring Tron back and everything. So Tron's just been in hiding, trying to build an uprising, hence the name, to fight Clue. And then, even though the uprising doesn't matter because by the end of Legacy, Clue dies no matter what, and it's because Flynn sacrifices himself. Like, not to say that the story wouldn't have been cool though. Like, I would have loved to see the buildup of Tron Uprising 2 Legacy. My only fear was, though, it would have been a bad ending. Like, Beck would have either had to have died or he's off screen doing his own thing. And that means they'll have to cast Beck as a character in live action at some point, or like he's killed off screen and we never hear from him again, which I hope doesn't happen because like I mean Beck's a cool character and he's actually voiced by Elijah Wood, the guy who plays Frodo from like Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay.
but I don't think he could play Beck because he's a little short. Beck's a little bit of a taller character. Not to say that it wouldn't work still, but I do think they need like heck make Andrew Garfield Beck. That would be cool. Have a well-known actor play an already established character that's like a total badass. Like obviously it would be a whole Marvel thing where you have to go back and do your homework. But that's kind of what I'm hoping for Tron Ares is you'll have to do your homework to get some references. Like maybe we will see the uprising that um, Tron and Beck built, because that's the problem with Uprising is it got canceled, so you only see the very end where like they finally have their army, but you never see the scene where they go and fight Clue. So I don't know. Like I think that's the only way they could absolutely do that. Because like,
Yeah.
have you seen all the Ares trailers?
All the ones that popped up on my For You page or whatever I have seen, or like TikTok shorts, or like put TikTok or YouTube ads. I've seen them, but if I
Yeah.
might have missed a couple, but dude, I'm still super excited to the point where I have a coworker at work. Him and I are planning to go together to go see it. And I told him, I said, dude, I swear to gosh, if you come back to work on a Tuesday, 'cause Mondays are his days off, I go, if you come back to work on a Tuesday and you tell me that you went to go see it without me, when it comes out, I am literally never going to talk to you again. And that is no joke. And he goes, are you serious? And I go, dude, yes, because if we were planning to go to it from the moment we heard it was being released until literally up to the movie releasing, and you go without me, yeah, I'm not friends with you, man. You know?
Yeah,
Uh,
me and my brother and my dad are gonna go see it opening night because when me and Gabe first saw Tron, we saw it in theaters like 4 or 5 times. Like that was our favorite movie for the longest time. Um, and that was like I think one and only movie where I saw it that many times, like where I rewatched it that many times. Like I don't know, I guess as a kid the visuals were just so awesome. Like yeah, I don't even think I saw Endgame that many times in theaters. I think I saw that maybe twice. Um, Infinity War, I think I only saw once or twice. Like so, like there are No Way Home. I saw 3 times. I saw the first version twice, and then I saw the extended version once. But yeah,
I
no,
got.
like
I know
Tron.
I've gone to see a lot of. I don't know which one it was. It was either Infinity War or Endgame, but I saw a lot, and I mean a lot of them. I went and seen them several times over and over again with a lot of
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah, I don't know what made Tron so rewatchable for me and my brother. Like, I'm not like dissing on it now, but like my attention span, like I have to do something different like all the time now. Like even in my current routine, like sometimes I'll get home and be like, "All right, check the Fortnite shop. Okay, nothing interesting. All right, hopping off. All right, check Destiny 2. Anything new? Nope. Okay, hopping off." Like I have this terrible routine of like just checking games and not even actually playing them, but yeah, no, it's just like I don't think I could do that now. Unless Ares like just knocks it out of the park, I'd be so down to go and rewatch it again and again and again. Like it would be fun. But yeah, no, like
I think
yeah,
what made it more rewatchable for me is like I always thought motorcycles were cool. I had people in my family that rode motorcycles as a kid, and
mm,
like I don't know, like the music always hit every point,
that's a
every
really good
note.
point. Yeah.
The atmosphere of the type of movie always hit, especially if you had your lights off and you're watching it. It just made you feel more surreal, made you feel like you were really a part of it. Um, like I think it was cool because it's like about a video game in a way. I mean, technically it is. It's a program about a game, but like it's like a game realistic movie in a way where a kid or a guy, depending I forgot how old he was, goes into a game and like tries to survive. And I think it's like back then like games were, I mean games have always been popular, but growing up for me, games have always been popular for me. And like my brother always played games and something that had to do with like some really cool dude riding a motorcycle in real life rides a motorcycle in the game and it looks twice as cool and you got like flying discs and my mom even bought me like this frisbee. I lost it and I was sad about it for a long time. But a frisbee that it's not a Tron disc frisbee, but it looks like one. It's like yellow, it's like rubbery and it has like a red like line around it. But anyways, it's hollow on the inside. You can throw it really
So it's
far.
like a ring. It's like the ring
Yeah,
disc. Yeah.
yeah.
I remember seeing those and I really thought that would be cool because my mom and dad bought me and my brother the plastic like Tron discs, and me and my brother always wanted to like you know play the scenes where like we'd throw them at each other and we de-res every time we die, but we were afraid of hurting each other because they were hard plastic. So at one
Yeah.
point we actually got paper plates and we taped multiple layers together and then cut a hole in them, and then
Hmm.
that was our Tron disc, and it worked because it didn't hurt and it still threw pretty well. Like we made pretty solid Tron discs out of paper plates, and we would go on the tramp and pretend we were on like the ramps or something, like jumping around
Yeah.
doing cool tricks and throwing them at each other. I remember one time, and it only happened once, but it's so memorable to me. Is like I threw it, and it was a tramp with a net, but
Mm-hmm.
it hit the net like almost if as if it had a corner, but it hit it twice, bounced off both times, and I caught it, and I was like, "Dude, I'm Tron, like I freaking did it, bro. Like it like that's just the coolest thing to me ever. Like and like even growing up, like I tried to buy like boomerangs. Like boomerangs don't work like they do in the cartoons, unfortunately. Like I mean, maybe
No.
some do, but like the ones that you want to like make it look like it's Tron or whatever, like for it to like hit something and then come back to you, like yeah, it's not gonna happen. But
No.
cool thought, and yeah, again, just tons of fond memories with Tron. Like yeah, like I don't know, I think Tron has such a big potential, like because like I feel like I've had like a weird sensation with Tron as well, like where it's like, it's not as cool as I think, but only because of how small like the grid actually is. Like it's so like in terms of threat, like I mean obviously they've introduced how much of a threat programs can be now that they can enter the real world in this new movie, but originally I had the conflict of like what happens if the grid doesn't affect the real world, so it's not super significant or anything. But then I just like I think of it as like okay, well think of like the grid as like a whole universe or just a different planet in general. It's just minuscule compared to ours, but like it still has a significant impact on the characters that live within it. So like I don't know, like I just had that weird inner turmoil. It was like, does it actually matter what happens or no? Like, but yeah, no, I kind of looked past that, and I can't say I like ever could hate that franchise or well, I don't know. I guess my only fear is because of recently like at least in Jared Leto's case. I don't blame Jared Leto himself, and this is just superstition, but I feel like he has this weird curse of the movie ending up being bad. Not saying he's a bad actor, not saying he's a bad person or any of those things, but like Morbius and Joker and I don't know. I maybe I'm just throwing shade wrongfully there, but I want this movie to knock it out of the park. I want it to be good so bad. Like
I
I
mean,
almost want it to be better than Legacy. Like I genuinely want the story to be awesome, for the characters development to not be rushed cuz I think that was the one thing that like grew up realizing is the story was super quick. Like there was no time to think anytime you got to an important part. Like for like I think the slowest it was at the beginning where we see like, oh, Sam Flynn, son of Kevin Flynn, the main creator of the grid. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, he's in the grid. Oh, he's going to the games. Oh, he's saved by a stranger. Like it doesn't give you time to breathe, and even in the backstory like it's just so short lived. But I was like, bro, like I want to see like Clue's progression from good guy to bad guy, like I don't know.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I always thought Tron was a fun series, and I know that they're gonna. Here's my thing. Here. I'm gonna predict the future. I know,
Mm.
I know for a fact they're gonna do good. I just, I just have a strong hunch. I don't know what it is. I just feel like this one's gonna knock it out of the park. I have a really,
I
I
genuinely
like,
hope you're right, honestly.
I don't want to over predict and overhype to the point where it reverts itself and goes back and it's not great. But like I really strongly think that it's gonna be a good movie.
Yeah.
I
And I
just I don't
think
I just like this year with October, this whole October of this year is just gonna be an amazing month. There's so much amazing content's coming out, which is part of the reason why I think is gonna hit because like everyone's already gonna be super hyped with all these other cool projects, other cool movies or other cool things or shows or whatever, and it's just I feel like it's gonna hit.
I really hope you're right, because I mean, I don't know. Disney, just personally, like, because to kind of get back to topic before we end here, like, that was going to be my last submission of what Disney should do is make a season 2 of Tron Uprising or make a sequel series with Ares and see Ares get to meet, like, Beck and maybe Tron and whatever. Like, maybe we'll get to see that in live action. Who knows? Maybe we'll get to see that in Tron Ares. But also, here's another idea, because, like, I kind of just realized, like, with the plot kind of being revealed now, like, Ares is a programmed, trained to be a soldier, and I was like, well, Ares is notorious for being the god of war. So, what if that's the play on that? Soldier, built for war, he's the god of war, he's called Ares. So, what if they did a series like Tron Olympus? We had all the different characters. Like we had, well, actually, we do. There was the character named Zeus. Like there was a
Yeah.
character named Zeus in the first or Legacy, not first movie, but and I don't know if it was spelled Zeus, like the god Zeus, but if it was, then there you go. You got Zeus. You got, well, he's dead, but then you got Ares, and you could do like Hermes. You could do Hercules. You could do all the like gods and goddesses
Poseidon.
of Olympian. Yeah, Poseidon. Like, what if Poseidon's like the leader of the good guys, and then he like
Yeah.
enlists the help of Ares? Like that would be kind of cool. Like I think that would be fun. Like I don't know, do something like that, and then who knows? Like if it's successful, maybe they'll keep doing it, and then hopefully it is. And I hope, like, from what I can tell, like in the trailer so far, like, I feel like Jared Leto's gonna knock it out of the park because he looks badass as Ares.
Yeah, he needed a redemption. And I think this movie's going to be his redemption moment.
I sure hope so, because again, I don't think he's a bad actor, and I think he's
He
got a
just
good
gets bad
look to
luck.
where, yeah, and I feel like he could play. I feel like he could play like a Knight of the Round Table, or like maybe even King Arthur, or like I don't know. I feel like he's just got that look where he could play like some form of an ancient warrior. Like he's just got a good look. He could play in Star Wars for all I care.
Uh,
Like he could be a Jedi or a Sith. He could probably pull that off pretty well.
yeah.
Maybe if Marvel decides to let him for like not forgive him, but like maybe MCU will be like, hey, we're sorry what Sony did to you. Let's bring you into the MCU and give you a better character. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like he could play a good Ghost Rider, even. Like, maybe he could play the new version of Johnny Blaze. He could be. He could be Wolverine. I don't know. Like there's so many things that he could probably do. I need to see more of his movies, obviously, because I don't know his his acting spectrum, but I
Yeah.
do know his look. Like he has a certain look that I could see him at some of these characters. But anyway, we're at time. So do you have
Okay.
any final submissions? Like, do you another sequel or remake idea before we go off? I have one more, but like I want to hear. Do you have
Um.
any?
Yeah. Jared Leto could be good for. I got two, but one Jared Leto could be good to play in like another like sequel to the. I don't think it's Disney, but it's called Dracula, the Untold Story.
I've never heard of that, but maybe he could.
It has I forgot his name, but it's the guy that plays Will Turner in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Orlando Bloom.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, they have him. And he plays the vampire, and he plays Dracula, and it's more realistic Dracula. It's more like war based and realistic and like time accurate.
Interesting.
It's not like like they're trying to. Anyways, it's just super realistic. So I think like Jared
Wait,
Leto could
was he
play.
playing Vlad the Impaler?
Yes,
Oh, okay, so he's playing the
that's
guy that built the story, like that people built the story of Dracula around. Because
yes, yes.
that's what Vlad was notoriously known for, like pale, evil looking and then drank blood. In fact, he drank like kind of messed up. So, younger or maybe even sensitive listeners slash viewers beware. But Vlad the Impaler was notorious for like drinking like baby blood. Like he was a messed up dude. Like
Mm-hmm.
he would dip bread in blood and just eat it. Like ugh. Anyway, so yeah, I mean that could be a cool thing for Jared Leto. My final Disney submission, and this isn't a sequel but a remake. Instead of a live action version of this, do a Zootopia style Robin Hood. Like take your original Robin Hood, make it 3D like Zootopia, and then just make it longer than the original. Don't do a whole different story. Like keep the original story, just add more. Like add more so it
Okay.
has more. But anyway, that's my final submission. But thank you everybody so much for watching and or listening. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys haven't already, please go check out Phantom Voyager, exactly how it's spelled on the screen. If you guys are just listening, PHANTMVOYAGER. So no O in Phantom, no E in Voyager. Go check him out on Twitch. He also has his YouTube channel called Griffin Shock. So go check that out. You can check me out here, obviously on Twitch and or YouTube. It'll all be the same. Currently, it's at just Lupasaur. And then, yeah, go check out our other friends. They've been streaming a little bit recently. But yeah, go check out our YouTube channel, obviously, for more or past podcasts. But other than that, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace.